on D-Day, and they are endeavouring to break out of the Allied bridgehead. This is now just over a month, about 6 weeks after landings, and the Germans have been fighting extremely hard to prevent the Allied breakout. However, they've now reached a position where the pressure on the German front line is such that they are having to withdraw. And you see here a typical convoy of German troops pulling back from the front line to an improved defensive position. And as Tony explained, we have a Horch in the front, which is a fairly typical German personnel carrier, followed by 2 half-tracks. These half-tracks are infantry carriers. They normally take a section of men into mounting a counter-attack. This is very common. The Germans were extremely good at counter-attacking. They pull back, they'd suck the Allies into an ambush, they'd open fire on the Allies, cause havoc with an Allied troops and tanks, and then they'd counter-attack. So this is typical of the type of tactics that were being used at the time. So we now have the Germans counter-attack. They've opened fire on the British, and moving in from your right is a British infantry section comprising a Bren gun carrier and a light truck. Well, these chaps would have been moving forward to advance on the Germans. However, they have now been fired on and are coming under heavy attack from the German assault guns. Also coming on the right flank. What you're seeing here is in fact a typical section attacks by both the British and the Germans. They are representing the sort of tactics which took place. And now the anti-tank gun is fired again on the German tanks. The idea is to try and outflank your enemy and come in behind them. German section comprises 10 men and has a distinct advantage over a British section of 10 men because the German section has 2 machine guns. And these machine guns are intended to provide heavy machine gun fire in support of the advancing infantry. The British section of 10 men has 1 machine gun, a Bren gun, and although a very effective machine gun, it does not provide the same, the section is not provided with the same level of machine gun fire and support that the German section has. Cromwell tank is now moving up on the British left flank and is opening fire. An extremely brave Tommy in the front here has just leapt up and moved forward onto the knocked out German half-track, which indeed does still have some active infantry on board. The Cromwell tank has taken up a position so that it can cover the advancing infantry with both its machine gun and its 75mm main armament. They could fire both high explosive and anti-tank shells. Germans are now pulling back very quickly. The British soldiers are using the standard British Army rifle of World War II, the Lee Enfield No. 4. The German infantry would be carrying the Mauser KAR 98K. which only had a 5-round magazine, which meant that they had to reload it far more frequently than the British had to reload theirs. And this was quite a disadvantage in a tactical situation like this. However, the German infantry sections with their heavy machine guns managed to, from a tactical point of view, bring in a lot of suppressive machine gun fire on the British, and that had the counterbalancing to the slow loading KAR. Now we see the British infantry advancing, firing on the withdrawal.